My bhaiya told me that I should take my book vlogging thing a little more seriously than I actually do. And since he's the only person in the world whose advice I take seriously, so I thought of dropping all my plans and recording the review of the last book that I had read. It's Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. It took her a decade to write this book. For an average reader, it would take about 2 to 3 weeks to complete this novel, as it's about 980 pages. So the length might be quite intimidating for a beginner. Even my dad asked me, like, what is the point of reading such a long fiction when there are so many good books to read? I think when it comes to fiction, my only answer is like, I'm crazily obsessed, period. Like, that is my answer to everything. But I also think that every minute that I spent on reading this book or listening to the audiobook was worth it, and I hope I can list down all the reasons in this particular book review. So, the two important points: the historical backdrop and the writing style. It's written in the backdrop of American Civil War, which was fought between the Yankees and the Confederates. The Yankees were the ones who wanted to abolish slavery, and the Confederates were the one who endorsed slavery. The writing style, you can guess it from the length, it's highly descriptive in nature. There are 5 to 6 consecutive passages sometimes which will only describe the color of the soil, the rising of the sun, the melodies of the butterfly, and the rustle of the leaves. Now the characters, there are too many characters, and one book review unfortunately is not enough to talk about all of them. But the main ones are the protagonist, the most heroic heroine ever written. It's Scarlett O'Hara, the very dashing Captain Red Butler. Then Ashley Wilkes, Melanie Wilkes, several other characters like Gerald O'Hara, Ellen O'Hara. Let's talk about the protagonist. I will give you a list of adjectives and you may form a picture of her in your mind. The first line of the novel is, Scarlett O'Hara was not beautiful, but men seldom realized it when caught by her charm. So she is one of those rare individuals who has that kind of mesmerizing, radiant charm that you cannot not notice her. She is very mesmerizing, but at the same time she is very manipulative. She is extremely charming, but she is extremely cunning. She will beg, borrow, steal and kill for those whom she loves, but at the same time she would go to any extent to take advantage of a situation. She is extremely opportunist, but she is extremely disciplined also. Now when the novel begins, we see her as a very charming and flirtatious 16-year-old teenager who enjoys all the attention she gets. She is over pampered. She is blessed to be born in a very rich family. Now the war unfolds the lioness in her, because the teenager who never struggled to get any of her demands fulfilled, she starts struggling for food. She has to nurse the soldiers in the hospital. She becomes a widow immediately after the war begins, and she sees a side of the life that she had never imagined. So there is a very powerful monologue in the second part of the novel where she is struggling for the food, and she was born in a rich cotton plantation, okay, but at that point she plucks a radish from the soil which is very dirty, and she's so hungry that she starts eating it, and then she delivers that, if God is my witness, I shall never go hungry again. I will beg, borrow, steal or kill, but I will never go hungry again. So she is a very controversial character, but I feel that almost all the human beings are such a beautiful blend of virtues and vices that it is very difficult to form one blanket opinion about.